Hey guys, what's up? It's your buddy Keith, and I am here live in the control room at the one and only world famous Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in Southend-on-Sea, England, baby. And today we've got a rare 1985 Peavey USA Patriot guitar to share with y'all today. In its factory hard case, this thing is super, super cool. We got three guitars, three different ones, two Peaveys and one Fender, all from this era, all that had really unique Fender molded hard cases. They're almost like Pelican gun cases that were kind of a unique thing to the early and mid 80s that just were never done before or since. So, can't wait to tell you all about it. If you're new to the channel, Happy New Year. Welcome aboard. Come join your nearly 10,000 friends you didn't even know you had that are all loyal followers on the channel as we crack open a cold drink, sit back, relax, and see some cool rare guitars that your buddy Keith, moi, gets and finds from all around the world. Okay, so this is the 1985 Peavey Made in USA Patriot. They only made these guitars for a few years. They were clearly meant to compete with the Fender Strat of the era. Really, really interesting guitar. I think the headstock is actually pretty attractive. I think it's a good looking headstock for a modified Strat head. A lot of people, experiment with new designs when they're doing Strat variants, and you can really miss the mark, and especially with logos. I think the way the logo is executed here, it's classy, it's not cheesy. That's the number one thing I think I see when new builders try to come up with something, is it can really look cheesy and cheap. Whereas this doesn't. I mean, look at the string tree. Look at a string tree of this, and we just did the Fender Lead 2. That looks very modern. You have to think this is 1985. Looks very modern, looks very classy. You've got this nice black pinstriping around the headstock that I think looks really good, actually. Even look how thick the truss rod cover is there. Very interesting. Black dot inlays on a maple neck, maple fretboard, and you've got these really cool Peavey Made in USA super ferrite single blade, single coil pickups. This model has the optional power bend tremolo, which very much looks like a Fender Strat tremolo. This has 4 screws instead of 6 screws. The knobs, very modern for 1985. They're knurled and very just smooth and sleek to the touch. I think they've got some sort of special coating on them that you can feel really nice. It's a little dusty here. A little bit of dust from the case material. You've got a 3-way selector switch. Very much a CBS era, Fender Dan Smith era, front-mounted output jack. And then on the back, if we take this out of this case, the case might be my favorite thing about this guitar. Let's see here. Will this stay up? Yeah. Let's see. And let me put this in the old captain's chair here as we take this over. So on the back, you can see you've got the serial number there. So 021415531. If you go on Peavey's website, they've got a serial number checker. So the 0202 is 85. I think 029 hits 86. You've got the Clouson style. These are called Peavey True Lock tuners. Let's see if we can get that in. There we go. Peavey True Lock Clouson style tuners. And you've got a 4-bolt neck plate, if we would like to get in focus there, camera. 4-bolt neck plate with a nice kind of like, I wouldn't say it's not the gasket, but it's actually like kind of the metal's inset into a nice housing with a micro tilt adjustment. And everybody raves about that micro tilt adjustment. Everybody likes it. The body and neck is very interesting. Very interesting for a number of reasons. The neck is actually, it's got a seam straight down the middle. So there's no skunk stripe for the truss rod, but it's a 2-piece maple neck, which I'm not sure I've ever seen before. on a guitar. I've seen 3-piece necks and 5-piece necks, but I don't think I've ever seen a split right down the middle 2-piece maple neck. The body is made of, well, this is the natural finish. What they say in the manual is hand-picked hardwoods, and this is the operating guide. This was printed in 1984. Has looks like a nice old newspaper in here. And in fact, I'll tell you what I'll even do. I'm just gonna go through this, and if you want to freeze frame it and read all about it, you just do that. Go for it. Some people out there might have a Peavey Patriot and might not have the manual, so they might find this quite useful. Or if you buy this is going to be for sale on our website here today, and you lose the manual, well, you'll always have this video, and you can see how this is all set up. And I mean, look, here they're talking about the neck tilt. This is the hardtail bridge. We don't have the hardtail. We have the nice power bend. Oh, there we go. Adjusting the power bend tremolo. But let me finish here. Okay. There. Power bend. Good old 80s marketing there. High quality PV9s. Recommended plate angle with factory installed 9s. Alright, there's your plate angle. And then on the back here, we've got your 1 year, your generous 1 year warranty from Peavey. Printed 1984. And yeah, based in Mississippi. Any of you guys see the Peavey Undercover Boss TV episode? That was interesting. I thought that was one of the worst ones, where like everyone's worried about losing their job, and then in the end, everybody does. I thought that was one of the stingier, less impressive Undercover Boss episodes. If you haven't seen it, go for it. Go Google it. See if you can find it on YouTube. And yeah, I think morale was quite low on that episode, from what I remember. But yeah, going back to the body, they say it's hardwood hand selected body, but it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-piece body, which is interesting. It gives it a very dramatic look. I'm not sure if that's done for cost savings or what. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to think about labor as well. If you're putting 5 pieces together, there's a lot more labor involved in shaping and shaving and sanding those individual pieces, matching them up. It's yeah, it's interesting. So I don't know if that's a combination of aesthetic, cost saving, or if that's even, if they think it's more durable, or if it gives it more unique sound. As far as what the wood type is, I don't know. I don't know enough about woods, to be honest with you. You've got these nice concentric circles on the side here. I've heard some people say, oh, that looks like ash. I've heard people say, oh, it's mahogany. Mahogany in my mind's a lot darker. It's not oak. I'm just not sure. So wood experts, tell me what you think this bad boy is. If you think if it's different types of wood all put together, I'm curious to hear that. But you can see that there. Let me know what you think. What I can tell you is everyone I've seen on the forums that have bought one of these have loved it. The condition on this is outstanding. It's real hard to mark this hardwood body. You've got a few little things, like there's a few tiny little marks there. On the back, I noticed, I think like a little bit of buckle rash here. But you can also just sand this thing. There's a little ding right there. Real minor stuff, guys. Overall, excellent condition. And as you can see, I mean, like, yeah, if you go up real close, you see that. But back up to here, and, it just goes in with the wood. Nice thing about having a hardwood finish with no real gloss or anything on it is you can always sand, refinish, and if you want to go real crazy, you can always paint it or stain it a different color. You want to have some fun with it. I'd keep it original, though. I think it's a really cool guitar as it is. Very distinct. And what I like about it too is, when's the last time you saw someone out on stage playing one of these? It's a great way to stand out. I'm a huge fan of people that use funky, different instruments that no one else is using, even just for the sake that no one else is using it. I always give extra props to those people. And as far as the pickups and sound go, if you don't like these pickups, you can always swap them out. They're actually humbucker sized. So you could throw in a pair of your favorite humbuckers and then go to town and have kind of a fat Strat, Big Apple Strat type sound through this. Or really just do whatever you want, guys. I love the case. I love these. It's obvious why they don't do them anymore. Very expensive to do. You know, you've got all of the foam lining here. Check out the contour case. Patents applied for it. Storage cavity. This is expensive. It takes a lot of space up. So for shipping and transport, you know, fuel doesn't cost what it did back in 1985. That is for sure. I think we had a couple Peaveys earlier in the year that our producer James got in. Somebody once in a while will take something on consignment, something on commission, and producer James had a couple Peaveys from this era. I think one bass and one guitar. So you can check out our YouTube channel to see the videos of those. But yeah, I love it, guys. I think for the money, for an American-made, nearly 40-year-old guitar, with this awesome original molded case, the manual, everything there, totally original. I think very good value for money, and that as you see more and more restrictions on woods, more supply chain issues, more limitations. I'll tell you what, guys, I just went to a few guitar shops over the weekend, and everyone's out of stock and nobody can get anything. I mean, even pickups. We tried to order a set of EMGs. They were like, might be a year that you get to see them. So I think as all these issues start to compound and all these legislations change over the what woods you can use, and they're talking about all these, in America, all the employment prices or costs are going up as they're raising wages and having to take better care of folks, which is great. You know, I think that what you're going to see is prices to really go up on these, and especially from people that grew up in the 80s, as they get to retirement age and they want something that reminds them of their youth, like, you know, I got one of these for Christmas, you know, or this is what I learned guitar on when I was in high school. Again, good solid investment, because all those people are going to be competing for something like this over the coming years. And, you know, if you have a nice clean one with the original case, you're going to get good money for it. Definitely. So if you want to buy this one from us, you can go to EssexRecordingStudios.com. That's where our lowest prices are. If you're in America, there's no online sales tax on our website. You don't have to pay any of that nonsense. We will have it on Reverb and eBay as well. So keep an eye out. And other than that, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click like, follow us on all the socials. It's at Essex Recording Studios. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. You'll see the latest guitars we get in straight away. Next one I'm going to do, after I run over to McDonald's and get a cheeky chicken wrap, I'm going to do this Peavey. So stick around. More videos to come. Later, guys.